Good morning. It's snowing.
Yeah, so people that are watching that are in Delaware, you already know it's snowing.
Yeah.
And that totally messed up our day.
We got up. Well, so first off, my phone died overnight. So rather than the alarm going off at 5 minutes to 6, I woke up at 6:12 and I was like, oh.
Yeah, not a major deal.
Not a huge big
no,
deal.
That's not a big deal.
But then I had to let it charge a minute, and then I checked the website for the gym, and they were like, we're closed. And I'm like, drat.
Well, they're claiming that they're going to open at 10, but looking at what's going on out there,
I think it's unlikely.
They open at 10.
There's not much snow yet, though.
There's not much accumulation, but you know and I know that they look outside and say, oh my God, let's close everything.
There's white.
Let's shut down the state.
Yep, exactly.
So,
Delaware's very southern when it comes to snow.
Well, I guess.
But you know what? It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you think you'll use the AMT? That's the cardio machine we have here.
I am going to use the AMT today.
Yeah, are you?
I'm dead set to do that.
My legs are sore from doing leg day yesterday, which is why I never do cardio after leg day, but I may try and get on the AMT as well.
I might be doing push-ups, so.
Right, yeah, I hear you. Even sadder than the gym being closed is the massage I had scheduled for today got canceled.
And that's a tragedy.
That makes me sad. Good morning, Howard.
Oh, yeah, Howard.
It's fasting day, so we had lots of extra time to work today because we were up for the gym and then didn't have to go to the gym, and we're not eating breakfast.
Right,
so
right, exactly.
Getting a lot done. I've been editing cooking videos for the R&R Journey page. Woo, that's exciting.
And I've been working on the website, so.
Oh, well, I guess that's good for you guys, right? It gave us time to work on our R&R Journey stuff.
Right, got an earlier start today.
What are you drinking today? I see your coffee cup.
Green tea.
Green tea?
Yes, day 2 of the no caffeine.
Day 3.
No, yesterday was day 2, I meant.
Yeah.
I meant yesterday was day 2,
right.
And I still wound up getting a headache. It came a little bit later than it did the first day.
That's good.
Yeah, but you know, I took some Advil, that seemed to help.
So hopefully he's withdrawing from caffeine after drinking decaffeinated coffee.
Yes. Well, it wasn't all decaffeinated.
It was mostly.
But still, it had caffeine in it because I was putting, you know.
Well, and decaf has caffeine in it.
Right.
Anyway.
So, and I was drinking, like I said, 40 ounces plus a day. That's a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I'm drinking hot water because I guess I'm an old lady. I just need some cats, apparently.
Oh, they're coming, by the way.
He wants cats, so we are going to end up with cats at some point in the future. So we wanted to talk to you guys. We got a question last week. Someone asked us, is fasting different for men than it is for women? And I told her I wanted to do some research on it. So I did some research. I looked stuff up. The only thing I could find research on is that long-term fasting can cause women to stop menstruating.
Right.
So that's different than men, obviously.
Exactly.
But we've told you guys before, do not engage in long-term fasting without medical care from a doctor who knows something about fasting.
Right.
And when we say long-term fasting, I'm talking anything longer than about 24 to 36 hours.
Correct.
And you may want to talk to your doctor about fasting in general or do some research on your own before you start doing it.
As we always say, this is the legal jargon now, before you start any dieting or anything that we recommend or we say we do, because we don't really recommend, we just say what we do.
Yep.
Definitely talk to your doctor, talk
we
to
are
your
not
medical
doctors.
professionals. Yes, we are not.
So.
And what we do here is what we do, and we are sharing that with all you folks, and you can decide for yourself whether it's the right route for you.
Right. But so instead, what we wanted to do is share our experience, what fasting is like for us, and the differences we find between us, whether that's across the board, the difference between men and women, I have no idea, but we'll tell you our experience. So do you remember when we first started fasting in July, what it was like for you?
I remember the first couple of days, couple of times we did it, it didn't really faze me.
It wasn't a big deal?
Right. I don't know, because I had so much reserve that my body's like, yeah, we got plenty to work with, not a problem.
Right.
You know? But I don't remember it being a big issue. I believe it was about week 3 that I was like, you know, got a little puny when working out.
Tell them what puny means.
So puny means, you know how you get that feeling of weakness, like almost fainting type of feeling, like you just like your whole system just ran dry of energy.
Yeah.
And that occurred about week 3. I mean, not severely, but like when I was at the gym.
Enough to be annoying.
Yeah, it was annoying. And then you take a minute and you drink some water, and then it got better. Then you continued working out. I continued working out. So that's about the only thing I really felt. And
how long did that experience last?
That where I felt weak like that, maybe a week or 2, not long.
Okay.
My energy level started dropping also around week 3, and didn't pick up again until like week 7 or 8.
Okay. So for me, when we first started fasting, I had the same kind of experience early on, where the first couple of days weren't a big deal. because we fast twice a week. We do the 5-2. We fast on Mondays and Thursdays for you who don't watch us. And for us, fasting means we eat dinner the night before, and then we eat dinner the day that we fast. So we fast roughly 24 hours, and we do drink water, but no juice, nothing with calories. So tea is okay. Coffee without anything in it is okay. Water is fine.
Right.
So that's the way we do our intermittent fasting. And for the first few weeks, for me, it wasn't a huge deal.
Right.
And I found I had much more Pavlovian eating, which is eating out of habit. It's time, oh, I should eat, not that I'm hungry or emotional eating. And so that's easy to kind of overcome because you're not hungry. It's just like, oh, I usually eat at this time. Well, I'm not today. That's whatever. Okay. And then I had the same kind of experience where the first couple of weeks were fine. And then there was a lull where it's like, man, this is hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was tough for me. I definitely do find if I don't eat a good dinner the night before we fast, I get grumpy, grumpy, shorter fused. Like by the time we eat, I'm like, don't be snarky with me. It's not a good thing.
let me put some food in my system.
Yeah. So that's a challenge. And then we typically, when we do eat, we try to eat about 500 calories. At first, we were pretty strict about that. Like we were really conscientious. Right. Now we just kind of eat a meal and it's fine, and
I don't really
whatever. We don't
it.
think about the numbers.
I'm guessing I'm going over 500 calories.
Yeah.
I mean, not by a lot, but I do think I'm going over.
Yeah, on a consistent basis.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about it because I judge it by the next day, and the fact that I'm still weighing a lot less the day after fasting than any day prior.
Right. So normally on a regular day, I'll wake up between 125 and 126 pounds, which for me is an ideal weight. On the day after a fasting day, I'll typically wake up about 2 pounds lighter. Right. But then that comes back pretty quickly. And then in my evening weights are obviously heavier than that. And what is your experience? You do more weight fluctuation.
Yeah, I can fluctuate as much as 5 pounds from night to morning.
How much do you fluctuate from the morning of a regular day to a morning of a fasting?
There's no, again, it varies.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's just what my system is. But I have this barrier, and Robin knows this, where 150 pounds, I'm 5'6". I know I've shared that before. So 150 pounds is I can't get any lighter than that number.
It's a psychological number.
It's a psychological number for me. But you know what? I can see my abs, and I'm feeling really good about that. And I think overall my body's in good shape. I don't want to start looking anorexic, and I don't want to start losing too much muscle tissue because I'm trying to lose too much weight. And honestly, I'm not trying to lose any weight. I never was trying to lose weight. That wasn't the whole purpose.
Right.
The whole purpose.
For us, the fasting was a health thing, not a weight thing.
Right. The weight came off because as you go on a plant-based diet, your body becomes more efficient, and it just uses all the fuel that you're putting in and discards what you're not using. It doesn't store it. Because things like simple sugars and fats and meat products and animal products, which your body will store, are not in our diet. Right,
exactly. Yeah. Do you think that you get grumpy by the end of the night on fasting days? No, he doesn't. He says he doesn't.
No, I don't really get. I don't do grumpy. I don't know. I mean, rare occasions.
So that's the difference for us. He feels like he doesn't get grumpy. I do feel like I get short fused by the end of the day. I'm like, okay, I need to eat. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference. Have you noticed any other differences in our fasting?
I mean, the biggest difference for me from when we switch, and I don't know if it has to do with the fasting or the whole food, plant-based dieting or lifestyle. But prior to that, I'd go to the gym in the morning, and I felt like I was just, I don't know, like my head was in a fog, and my energy level wasn't great. I'd get through my workout, but I was like, man, this is just harder than it should be. I don't have that problem anymore.
So do you feel like, and I think for me, once we got through about 6 or 7 weeks of fasting consistently twice a week, it became routine, and now I don't have any of those. I don't have the fog in the morning. I'm not tired.
Right.
And I agree. It could. So most people either eat whole food plant-based or they fast.
Right.
Very few people have decided to do what we do, which is both.
Right.
So we're like, jump on the bandwagon, jump on all the bandwagons.
Yeah, but we are paying attention to it too.
We do, yeah.
I think, we've got the history from being athletes and whatnot, and going through different types of diets for our athletic stuff, that our bodies, and I don't know if this is true, I'm making this up, folks.
We're making stuff up now.
But I believe that our bodies are more adaptable to change.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think because of our
because we have change in our past
right.
changes.
I mean,
easier.
you know, when I used to bodybuild, I'd go on a 12-week diet of counting everything that
You weighed
know,
it.
I weighed it. I had a food scale. I mean, I counted how many glasses of water, what supplements I was. It didn't matter if it went through my system.
You ingested it. Yep.
I counted it, and I did that for 12 weeks, and I usually would drop close to 35 pounds from the time I started dieting till my show competition, because I was starting at 220 pounds, and again, 5'6" here. I was starting at 220 pounds, and getting at my weight, I had to get under 176 and a quarter.
Right.
You know, and my waist was not, you know, much bigger than it was now at 220 pounds. So you can imagine, it's not an easy.
So Kristen's asking, what are my thoughts on fasting during menstruation? I don't have thoughts on that, and the reason I don't is because I had a hysterectomy last August a year ago. So that's not a thing for me. I still ovulate, so that's a thing, but I don't even think about it anymore. I would say try it and see how you feel, and if you feel badly, skip that week.
Yeah.
So the science on fasting is that giving your body a break from insulin for a period of time is really good because it gives your body a chance to repair, replenish, take care of itself. I don't think that it has to be something that you're strict about, like you do it twice a week or you don't do it at all. And there's a lot of other options out there other than the 5-2. That's just the one we chose. If you're interested in learning more, there's a documentary called Eat Fast, Live Longer. Right. It's a BBC documentary on YouTube. I highly recommend that one. And then there's a couple of books out there. One's called The Obesity Code. It's a book about curing diabetes with fasting. And then there's The Complete Guide to Fasting, which is by the same author whose name escapes me at the moment. Those are two really good books. None of those resources mention anything about fasting during menstruation. So I can do some research on it and see if there's anything out there. But I haven't seen anything, and I don't think about it because it's not a thing for me.
Right. I have no comment.
You have no comments on that? All right. So that's why we fast. We feel like it does give our bodies a break. And I do feel like that is part of why I get the feedback about, oh my goodness, your skin looks good. I told you guys yesterday, that's the one feedback that I'm getting from people consistently, is that my skin and my hair look good now. And I can notice that I used to have that real dry, no matter what moisturizer I put on, it never really felt hydrated, and I don't have that anymore. Right. So that for me is a thing. It's not a thing for him. No. So that may be a difference. But as with anything we recommend, try it and see what works for you, but don't give up on it because it's hard. There is a slump in the middle between about week 2 and week 7 where it's just tough and it's not fun. Right. But your body does adapt and you do get used to it. And go ahead.
Let's say the reality is, so for us, it's eat dinner the night before and don't eat again until dinner time, and it's usually around 24 hours. Mm-hmm. We're not going to starve in that period of time. It's just not possible. Your body's not going to starve in a 24-hour period of not taking in substance. Or sustenance. I don't know what
sustenance.
It's whatever you want to call it there. So that shouldn't be a thought. If you're going into long-term fastings, and like I said, if you watch that documentary, or like Robin said,
he talks about it.
He talks, and he does different
types of fasting. Eat fast, live longer.
I think the longest one he did was a 4-day.
4 days.
No food.
He drank like soup. That was like just broth, 50 calories or something. It was. That's not for Robin.
Right, and he couldn't even do that till like day 2 or day 3. I think.
I don't know. Watch the documentary.
Yeah, exactly. We don't like it. We don't like things like that because for me, and this is taboo, I guess, for me. I don't know. It's just this thought I have is that I don't want to start taking away muscle tissue.
It's not a thing. Your body doesn't do that.
I know that.
Don't confuse the situation with the facts.
However, I think, and we maybe need to look this up, that your body will go into like if you're starving, it starts taking into your body nutrients.
Just fat first.
Fat first.
Fat first.
Yes.
I don't think you're out of fat. I love you, but I don't think you're out of fat. So that's why we fast. That's our experience with it. I would definitely recommend. And the benefit points, I think, are 12 hours, 18 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours. Right. And the longer you fast, the better it gets for you. So start showing our neighborhood and we'll get the gym open. I don't think so. Not in Delaware. I
wonder if he's got the capability. Maybe that's what he's saying. He could plow it for us.
He said start shoveling. Yeah, no, I'm not shoveling from here to the gym. That's not happening.
No. I have not had to shovel in 2 years, and I don't think based on the snow we're getting now, I'll have to shovel either. So.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, this is it. Yeah, no doubt.
So I will post pictures of our fasting day meal on the R&R Journey page this evening, probably, well, either this evening or tomorrow morning, but I will take pictures and I will post them. So if you guys are following the R&R Journey page, you can see the pictures of what we choose to eat on our fasting days.
Right.
And I have started since January 1st keeping a food journal. So when the website is up, that'll be part of the subscription option. Is you'll see all of our food journal and our workout journal on there. Yeah. And like I mentioned, I'm going to put my notes and quotes from all the notes I take when we watch documentaries and read books. And there's going to be recipes. She's a note taker. There's going to be all kinds of fun stuff on there. So we're super excited. We're hoping it'll be up in about 2 weeks.
And if you look at the R&R Journey page from yesterday, you posted our cart from Costco.
I did. A picture of our cart from Costco.
Everything we got in Costco yesterday.
That's on the R&R Journey page from yesterday.
So if you're interested to see what a typical shopping day for us looks like. Minus the wine. We did get a couple of bottles of wine. That's not every time we go shopping.
Not every time, but we have friends coming, and Russ does like some red wine now and then.
Now and again, yes.
All right, I think that's what we've got. We wanted to share that with you. We didn't work out today. We'll do some cardio, and hopefully the gym will be open tomorrow. Right, exactly. And so with that, we will say, eat real food, not too much, mostly plants. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.